This week on the Push Your Legs podcast, why fuck about and find out might be the best way of learning. And we're trying 31 different meal deal sandwiches, not literally.
And 3, 2, 1. Whoever designed the Apple mouse needs to be killed.
Hey guys, welcome to the Push Your Legs podcast with myself, Damik.
And me, mouseless Tom Hall.
Do you know why they did that though, Tom?
No.
They've come out and said there's a reason why, and it's because if they didn't do it like that, it would always be used with the wire in, and then it'd be pointless. So it's actually so that it's actually used properly. You need to make sure you charge it.
It just looks so sad when you have to charge it. It looks like a dead mouse.
They came out and said because if it was something you had a plug for and you could use it, people would just do it like that.
Which is correct. Like obviously, laptop, my monitor. I have my laptop pretty much plugged in 24/7.
Yep.
Like because obviously that's where my goes into my monitor is, and it's got the little leads.
And it would lose the aesthetic, right? Because it does look good like that.
It does look good.
It would lose the aesthetic. Correct. It would lose the aesthetic. Like they came out and said there's a reason why.
But what is annoying is that literally I needed it for the big monitor.
But I actually don't know if I would though.
Do this show. And then
I don't think I would leave it plugged in. I think I would actually take it out.
Because I think it would be annoying that it might. I think that the wire would annoy me more than likely.
They just didn't want to give you the option, Tom. They just didn't trust you. They didn't trust you enough.
It literally just ran out of battery as soon as we were about to press record, and I need it to look at stuff today. So, and I was like, now I have to use the fucking D-pad, trackpad, whatever it is. That I don't understand how people. I hate it.
I tell you what I saw the other day, right? That I couldn't believe. Right, by the way, I saw it live on Instagram. Someone had as in like with my very eyes. No, I mean as in I've seen them before. I saw someone using it.
You were watching Instagram lives.
They had like the monitor right with their laptop plugged in. They had one of the trackpads that you can buy. Like, have you seen it on the Apple website? You know you can buy a mouse or a trackpad. Yeah, they had their laptop lid closed as like they use it as a computer, and they would it was the way they were using their whole hand. Like, it really freaked me out. I just felt ill. I did exactly like they were using it. I was just like, "What are you doing?" Like, that's for desperate times. You use the trackpad on your laptop. You never use it unless you absolutely have to. You always use a mouse. I felt ill watching it.
Literally,
he'd bought the trackpad. He bought it. Like, you know, Apple. They've got the Apple website. Yeah, I assumed that no one had ever bought one of those. Ever. Who'd buy one of them?
I don't know. Weird, right?
Crazy.
I barely. If I go and work somewhere else other than my desk, I take my mouse.
100%. It's the one thing I take with me. It's just psycho behavior. That is psycho behavior. I'm sorry.
There's important things. It goes like laptop, mouse, notepad. Those are my things that I need to commute with to be able to work somewhere else. I can get away with not using obviously the keyboard.
Yeah.
Won't take that. That's fine. I can use the normal keyboard. That's sound. But the mouse, who would do the it just feels horrible. And you can't be as detailed with it and
awful. Just awful, mate.
Awful. What are you doing? If you're listening to this, just hang your head in shame if you do that. What the hell? Write to Dan. He'll buy you.
I was judging him massively. No. Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, what's going on? How are you?
Right, mate. Not a lot's changed really. Same old. Feel like it's been Groundhog Week since last time we spoke. I feel like nothing's really changed other than the same shit.
But has everybody got their coaching sheets?
Yeah, fucking hell, man. Jesus Christ.
If you listen to this and you haven't received your coaching sheets, please reach out to Dan.
I am close to losing it on that. I'm going to post that video. I'm going to post it right now, actually, Tom. I'm going to actually post it right now. Shall I post it right now? Shall I? Let me play a little bit of it live, right? So everyone can hear what I'm thinking of posting, right? Then they're going to know, right?
If people are watching or they're in, they know us reasonably well. I'm assuming. Yeah. That's the thing.
Something that never ceases to amaze me with online coaches is their desire to do as little work as physically possible. Right? And I mean that. For an industry that's built on, training hard and going to the gym and pushing to failure, like they don't do a very good job of that when it comes to working on their business and
True though, isn't it?
things, right? Just as an example, right? We have in our members group, we have a niche video, right? Where you go through your niche and you kind of figure
Yeah,
out,
so I actually
right,
talked more about the niche video rather
The
than the
niche
actual
video.
sheets, but I think the same thing will apply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Mike put together.
And by the way, lazy coaches, you could create Dan's like document in probably, I'm going to go less than 5 minutes through some okay prompts on like ChatGPT or Gemini or anything. It would take
100%.
less than 5 minutes. But we've been coaching long enough that we had to make it manually and we could put it in there. Like I remade my pacing calculator through Gemini. I was like, actually, this is going to make better formulas than I could normally do. But
Yeah.
it's in it. But I made some lectures with it. But I was like, it's because I know I'm asking the right fucking questions to get the right product out of it, and I can double check it and be like, that's fine. But people were going in there like, I don't know what to put on there. What should I? The next question would be, what should I prompt? I'm like, fucking learn it. Yeah.
Oh, I just can't. Yeah, it's just that self-discovery thing. Like, I just
Yeah.
can't. I can't deal with it. I can't. And then they wonder why they haven't got the business or why they're not growing. And I'm like, well, I know why. I know why because I've never asked anyone that question. Never in my life.
Anyway, we went we sidetracked you very quickly. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
From the
Yeah.
mouse.
But there you go.
Whatever.
But that again, like I say about Groundhog Week, that's the problem is that because I don't do huge amounts, it's like those things do just wind me up when they really shouldn't.
Well, if anybody followed us, unfortunately, I lost my first creator golf club match to two absolute bandits who me and Dan have. His name wasn't Mike, unfortunately, but similar levels of like I had to give one of them. So when you're the low handicapper during one of these things, you play off scratch, so zero, and then you give them shots to whatever. So one lad got 23 shots on me to my zero. I was like, this is going to be brutal. And the other lad got about 20, I think. So you're walking up to some like holes, like par threes, for example. If it's in like one of the fifth hardest holes in the course, he's got that's a par five for him. And I'm like, it's 150 yards.
Yeah,
What?
it's brutal, isn't it? It is
Oh,
brutal those
brutal.
late
Both,
shots.
unfortunately, me and Dan know the brutalness. I enjoy playing with you because you have to give me shots, so which is always fun.
Well,
And I'm
yeah,
like,
it's a nice
I don't
feeling that
get
bit.
this. This is great.
Yeah, I've never experienced it recently. Like I said, unfortunately for me, it's a it's a new experience. I'm going to save that draft and I might post it after this podcast. I'm not going to post it right a second. I want to add to the caption. People don't get too upset. But yeah, like mate, it's such a hard thing, and obviously anyone who's a high handicap will go, no, poor you, you're so good at golf. Like, shut up, shut up.
Mentally, it's hard.
You're just
I'm
it's
walking up there
mentally.
going, "Fuck!" Like I've got to try and produce
Well,
something.
it's the reality is every hole you start behind. That's the feeling,
Yeah.
isn't
That's
it?
the thing,
That's the
right? Yeah.
feeling, right? Is that I remember, you play against someone who you get two shots on a par three and they go in the water and then they chip on and two putt. Well, it's a par. Well, is it really? Like, come on, lads. Like, give us a chance. Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel
It's
like it
just
knows it's like the max is like one shot for every hole. I'm like, Matt, sure.
yeah.
Like as soon as it gets like two shots, I'm like, this is silly. It's great when they're on your team, but unfortunately,
Yeah, it is, to be fair.
I'm like, and then I'm like coaching. I'm like, you've got two shots on this hole.
Yeah.
Like, just get to the green in three when we're
Get up
win.
there. Yeah, just hit it up there.
Like,
Just knock it up there.
just hit whatever you are really comfortable. Fucking putter, hit a putter 100 yards down the fairway. It's dry as a bone. Let's keep doing that. Yeah. So
I'm getting wound up just thinking about it.
anyway,
Painful.
right, we're going to talk about actually I did this was different talk I did on in my group last week, which was quite interesting. I was going to run through and every month I'm going to do a different one of like equipment 101s. And
Oh, yeah.
it was an interesting like thing because I was like, I'm gonna actually talk about this because I feel like it's definitely something now. Like there's been a few more, probably like five or six kind of bodybuildery clients that have come over in the last like month, and it's an interesting thing having conversations with people, and it's obviously again something that I actually referenced you in the fucking lecture where they were like, oh, like where did you like learn about this kind of stuff and blah blah blah. And I was like, to be honest, me and Dan dicked around a lot in the gym and played around with shit that we saw and just to see whether it worked. And that's how we kind of knew whether it did or not. And we that was
Mhm.
pre like Instagram being all this like fountain of like search engine and doing whatever. We honestly went and dicked around. And I did a lecture on the landmine and how basically the physics, the relationships of what it does. I don't think people really realize what happens with the landmine and why it's so spectacularly wonderful for the people who most of you guys train, which are kind of beginner to intermediate people. And it is a fantastic piece of equipment because one, it's got a stability aspect. Two, it's got some magical physics, which as you pick it up, it gets lighter. So at certain ranges, it's like, oh, I'm not actually. If you put 20 kilos on the barbell, so it's something like if you're lifted at 30 degrees, because obviously it's like a circle, right? If you lift it at 30 degrees at the end of that barbell, it's actually only the actual load with a 20 kilo barbell and 20 kilos on the barbell, like a plate. Its actual load at 30 degrees is about 28 kilos. Okay, so it isn't 40. Blah, 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 blah. And then when you lift it to like 50, 60 degrees, then it goes all the way down to 20. So this magical thing where it gets lighter as you press it up. And it was just really interesting conversation where one, we didn't quite, I don't know, it's not down to the coaches not being, I don't know, going to courses or whatever. It's exactly why they're in the group for me to highlight this shit. But going playing around with it and seeing what it feels like and being like, can I apply this a piece of equipment to? And I was like, I'm going to show you every single movement pattern in terms of what we can do with it as well, just in case we want to use it for that many things, because we need a like a stability aspect to it. We need to build confidence. We perhaps need to build like dorsiflexion to certain things. So yeah, it was an interesting lecture, I guess, and it's definitely something I'm gonna branch out on. It's like, what can you use this piece of equipment for, and what is optimal, and what is a bit of shit, basically. Because there is certain movement patterns which are gimmicky as fuck that people have tried to like
And I
pigeonhole.
think I think like you said, that's where people need to go around and play around with this stuff. I think that's where you'll know. Like I'm big on like how things feel, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, well, like, some people feel like a single leg RDL with a landmine feel it really really well. Some people, they don't, and I think it's important that you play around with it. So when someone says, "Well, I don't feel this," you go, "Okay, well, how about this?" And why would you feel that there? And why is it easier to hold in that position? Whatever. I don't like you say see enough coaches, play around with it. They're too quick to watch a video online or someone just said it, so it must be true. And it's like no, like what does the person feel like? How are they going through it? And I think like you said there, we used to mess around all the time with stuff. Like and then people how do you know this stuff? It's like well I fucked around, found out. Like like that's a really important skill to have as an online coach. Like we just talked about the sheets and we joked around a bit there, but it's also a bit that, isn't it? Fuck around and find out. Do it. Find out. Like you'll learn far more when you fuck around and find out than you will by being told what to do or given something to do. Like I just don't think you can explain yourself. You can't explain to the client why it works, the benefits of doing it, giving them the confidence to go and do it on themselves because you don't actually know. And it's the same with the fucking sheets to a certain degree. It's like, well, no, just fucking learn how to do it properly. Like you might just find actually that you don't need to ask as many questions in the future. And I think that it's for me with coaches, it's that lust for knowledge. It's like, why don't you want to learn? Like you should want to learn like these things, and you should want to be a student and by doing it rather than just being told what to do. The learning by doing thing is just so valuable. And it's kind of
Yeah.
lost a little bit.
It was a fun kind of topic as well, because obviously the blessing that we have, and perhaps maybe I have, that I've coached for 13, 14 years of like the Gen Pop, right? And then it's just like the glaringly obvious things that are not glaringly obvious if you're just looking at a screen and going, all right, I've been taught this, this is what's happening, this is what we do. Right. So for example, you just use so in the landmine hold thing, right? We mainly use it for overhead pressing, which is sound because it goes from essentially a vertical into almost like a mid horizontal press, which is really shoulder safe. And
It
if you don't
feels really nice, doesn't
feels
it?
really good. Like you've got some scapuloglide across the back of your rib cage. Everything's really solid. Probably if you've got jacked up shoulders, you can probably do it, even if you can't really reach overhead. So it's pretty safe for everyone. And you can change it from a half kneeling position up to like a standing position. That changes the weight. Like we said, we can make it really light. So Granny can press like a 15 kilo barbell, a shorty, and it's going to be like she's still overhead pressing, but we can we can change the load and what's happening with the physics of the angle. But then also you said the SLDL there. So if you did a single leg deadlift, what's cool? The stability aspect of it, which you won't know unless you go and do it, which people will kind of, I don't know, shoehorn people into doing a single leg deadlift, just like freeballing it with no stability aspect and not holding on to anything, which is one of my bugbears of like, why do people not do hand supported SLDLs? Like load the bad boy up, be absolutely fine. Go off and do a single leg deadlift on a landmine. But where do we position it? Is it straight out in front of you? Is it off to the lateral side? Is it on the inside? But one of the big ones was like, all right, and only one person was nodding at me in this, and this is Jenna, who's in your group as well, who turns up a lot of stuff because she coaches all females. And I was like, all right, guys, if you're a female client and you're doing landmine SODLs, what is going to be the fucking problem? Obviously, it's like silence. I'm like, their hands aren't big enough. More than likely, I was like, if you've got like a medium-sized hand for a guy or any kind of size hand for a girl, your hand can't fucking hold the end of the barbell. Like it's almost impossible. So you're gonna have to come up with something how to grip it. Maybe you put like a little handle that you would over cable, so you can put that over it. Or we can get like personal handles. Like I think Ben Bruno started making them, right? Because he was like, I need this to be thinner. I need a thinner bit to put on the end so I can fucking use this with my female clients because it's such a good exercise. But one of those things is like, you won't know unless you do. And it's like, fuck around and find out. Play with that piece of equipment.
And the other thing as well with that, just another one that I get regularly with people with that is the plates. You have to use like for some movements, you have to use a lot of smaller 10 kilo
So
plates rather
we
than the bumper
discussed
plates.
horizontal rows. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, like I don't do a lot of these because we're like the practical application. Here's me. I was like, to me, it's a bit of a reach. I feel like it's pushing me like away. My back's getting jacked up, that kind of things. And then they were like, oh, why have you got loads of 15 plates? I was like, because they're smaller. Like if I use like big bumper plates, I can't get like the angle and the amount of squeeze through my back in that range of motion if I've got bumper plates. I have to use smaller 15s and load it up to like 60 kilos. And I was like, that's not really that good, is it? It's not going to be good for that movement. It's probably not optimal. So we probably choose something else. And we wonder why that coach chooses that. And it's like, okay, cool. But then be certain things like reverse lunges. It's way underused. Like banging exercise for like lunge
Oh,
patterns.
I
Awesome.
used to love that
Yeah.
movement.
It's
Like for
so
that.
good.
Like, I used to
Like
love it.
goblet, super safe, nothing bad's happening there.
I
And
think
you get this.
one of my favorite supersets was reverse lunges and then supersetted with single arm shoulder press.
Yeah, and they can do
It
some
used to
shoulder
be
press off.
such a
Be
great
like,
setup that.
boom.
It's so
And
good.
then people will be like, oh no, I can't do that because it's like using the same piece of equipment for two. I'm like, perfect. It's like it's such a fucking space saver. Just
Yeah, but no one else is using it though. No one else knows using landmine.
you're
Bit
the
different if you're using a cable or something. Like,
literally,
yeah,
and you don't even need a landmine. And I was like, look, this is what we do if
yeah,
we don't have one. If you've got a barbell, you've got a landmine. I was like, do you have a corner of your room?
yeah.
Perfect. Do you have two plates? Perfect. Do you have a tennis ball? Like cut the tennis ball, put it on the end of the barbell so it doesn't damage it.
Do you remember we used to get in
Wedge it.
trouble for putting a towel down?
Yeah.
We used to go to get a towel and right in the corner. And Martin would be like, "Stop using the fucking towels." We used to do them for like, we used to do them for the prowler and also like under
Proud
your
of yeah.
heels for like hamstring stuff. And you used to get battered for it, didn't
But that was the
we?
thing, like, oh, we didn't have a prowler, so guess what we did? We like flipped a metal plyo box over, put towels down on some tiles,
Yeah,
and fucking pushed that instead. We're like, that's the same thing.
we were
Like,
innovative trainers, you see, weren't we at the time? Like,
people were like,
we were
what
like, "Get
the
us a fucking prowler then." Well, we can't. Okay,
it's the same thing. How do you know the friction? I don't know. Fucking push it that way.
push
Like,
it that way. Yeah,
doesn't matter.
it's heavy. Push
It's
it.
fucking hard. Yeah. So it was an interesting one. Like, I think it was. But you only like figure it out. And this is one of the big things if people are joining the group or they're discussing stuff. If you're an online coach only, or you've only done aesthetic based lifting, you don't know this shit because you've never coached in person and you won't know how to work around in these commercial gym
Yeah,
settings. And with people in front of you, you have to problem solve and you have to think outside the box. And you can quickly do that when you're in person. So it was just it was very kind of not eye-opening, but there's people in there like, for example, Davey, who doesn't coach in person, but then somebody like Jenna coaches a big group in person. It's like these are very different skill sets.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with either of them, but it's like, all right, where's going to be like the bias of being able to like fuck around and find out? Cool, Davey has it in him to go and like find out certain things, but Jenna doesn't have that in classes or all the time. And being like, cool, I'm gonna have to change this because who's in front of me?
It's also why I mean, we've talked about this loads. I'm not going to beat this drum, but that's why I think all online coaches should have an online coach. They should have various
Oh,
online coaches.
100%,
They
yeah.
should jump between different coaches each year for different events and things. They got like just to figure this stuff out, just to experience what it's like to be a client. Like I just think it's so valuable. And again, everyone's there, and everyone thinks that they can watch YouTube video, they can do this. Like,
It's
just get your fucking
also
hands
I
dirty. Just
do
go and do
enjoy
it.
that's one of the questions I probably get half the time from people who sign up with me. Because the first week, obviously we normally what happens, people set out how long they've got to train. And obviously I would write a session of like I know it takes about this long. Okay. But the first week, I don't know, 50% of the time they were like, oh, takes too long, Tom. Yep, learning. Like
Yeah.
it will. I haven't written you many sets, but you're gonna have to learn how to do the movement, and it's gonna take, unfortunately, probably 5 minutes longer per movement. That's gonna happen. So you're probably not gonna make a lot of gains progress that week, but we're gonna make a lot of like problem solving progress, some CNS in terms of like thinking around the subject and
Yeah.
being able to skill acquisition is gonna be super high. So you're gonna get fatigued from that. That's the purpose of that first couple of weeks of like skill acquisition doing that. And probably not on me and going, right, the first week, yeah, it's gonna suck because you'll be learning a lot of stuff. And some people love it. They're like, perfect, awesome. I don't have to kind of future pace on that kind of thing. But some people get super wound up and be like, well, I haven't made any gains this week. It's like, it doesn't matter. Like you've learned a bunch of new shit. Like just be patient. It's okay. Like
Yeah.
I'm only gonna give you 8 exercises and then you're gonna fucking nail them, hopefully. Or you're gonna sit there and study the fucking video that I've given you and make sure it's okay. Um, so yeah, that was just an eye-opening from doing my first like equipment 101, and I was like, it's an interesting idea because I used to still do love a landmine and yeah, use it for a lot of shit. And then I was like, oh shit, I can start programming these again, and that bit and that bit and that bit. It refreshes it in my mind. Nice. Mhm.
Yeah.
Perfect, mate. All right, let's
It's
get onto the real thing why people are here today because it is British Sandwich Week. I know.
big week.
Big week. Don't know where I found that out. Like it got posted on something. I think it was Deliveroo targeted me. Um, they could put
They
any
know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
straight away. I've got notifications on, that's just in case to get some sweet deals. Yeah, and it was British Sound Week. I don't know what my I should be able to. Can I look at that on the web browser of what people have voted for on my fucking thing? Can I do
Don't know, mate. I would guess not, because usually it's fucking shit like that, isn't it?
that?
For some reason, the website version is so different.
The website development is so like terrible compared to, isn't it? Never understand. Oh, I bet my story's like gone, isn't it, as well? Yeah, of course it has. So it's going to be archived. How do I go on archive? You talk amongst yourself then.
Oh, I will. But yeah, anyway, sandwich. By the way, I think mine and Tom's relationship, let's say friendship, relationship, whatever,
Excuse
in
me.
the early days, I think blossomed on our love for sandwiches. Like we would regularly be like big on going out. I guess burgers mainly, but I guess that's a sandwich. That type of sandwich, Tom, burger. I guess so.
Wait, I feel we had
Um,
this discussion before.
yeah, I think
I don't know. I
I
feel
think
like we have
we
to separate it. No.
anything between two bits of bread, and me and Tom were like, yeah, down for trying that, down for that. So that's kind of, I think, it's a very British thing, isn't it? My dad, I remember growing up, my dad was like that. Anything between two bits of bread, he put mashed potato between two bits of bread, and he'd eat it.
Oh,
Like
I did that.
just
Yeah, yeah.
anything on bread, he'd eat it. Like one of them. It's the same at Christmas dinner, isn't it? It's Christmas dinner, but then it's like, yeah, but the sandwich afterwards. It's like the same stuff, but just all put in a sandwich. It
Yeah,
tastes better for
literally.
some reason. It
So much
tastes
better.
better.
Yeah.
I think it's eating with your hands, isn't it? But yeah, I just don't think you can beat a really good fucking sandwich. Like I just don't think you can beat it. Like I'm all for it. Um, in fact, when I retire, I might actually do that every day. What my sandwich is going to be every day. Might do like 30 days, 30-day countdown of good sandwiches. Blossomed off the back of this
Oh,
post.
fucking, I
I've got
can't
some
see
no,
it.
I've got some just to throw some things in the mix, Tom, because I know you're going to bring up the standard ones, aren't you? Asda have brought out premium meal deals, and there's a couple of sandwiches that I think we need to ask questions of. These won't be in your one, so we can discuss these separately, right? What are
Okay.
your thoughts, Tom, on a chicken parmigiana sandwich? Is that too much going on in that?
That's a lot, that.
Well, yeah. So there's that, right? I
That's
mean, I think a chicken Caesar wrap is okay. That's normal. We've seen that before. But with a
pretty.
Caesar dip,
But you
I've
get a
not
dip
seen
with
that
it.
before. Yeah, you get a dip with it, right?
No, I'd be all in favor because if I am having a sandwich at home, I will have my condiments out and
Correct.
I'm
So
dipping
now
the
I
sandwich.
think one of the things missing from hot sandwiches is just a little pot of gravy. Oh,
Yeah.
just a little pot of
Oh,
gravy.
mate. Yeah, yeah.
Um, so which means you might like this one then, right? A beef birria wrap with birria dipping sauce.
Mm.
See now, Asda are changing the
That's in
game because
Asda.
they're now, yeah, you see the premium. Now you might have to go find
Wow.
Asda because now the premium, you see, now there's another one. Prosciutto and Milano salami focaccia. They're upgrading Asda, telling you, mate. New York deli sandwich.
See, but nobody's eating these in the north, whereas there is.
No, they're not yet. And then last one, steak and onion chutney sandwich. I can get on board with that. I can get on board with
Decent.
that. So yeah, there's some thrown. I mean, they're the random ones. I know we're going to talk about the traditional like meal deal sandwiches that we all
Oh,
know
mate.
and love,
Yeah.
right? But I quite like the way that this is developing. I like these. The beef birria with dipping sauce. I'm a fan of that.
Beef
Like,
Behaviour
I'm a fan of
is
that.
good. Like where we were in Guadalajara, that is the home of the birria
Mm.
taco. So that is yeah, some
I'm so on board with that Mexican style food, beef birria. Anyway, yeah, that was what I was bringing to the table because I saw it. I saw the chicken parmigiana sandwich, and I was a bit like, I'm not sure about. I'd try it obviously, but then I looked at the range and the others sound incredible. So yeah,
What do you
yeah,
say would try it? All I can ever think about is Chef Reacts. Like when he's like,
yeah, we'll try it. Yeah,
no
yeah. One
point.
out, one out of 10, but I'll try
No
it.
point. Yeah, I'm a pig. I would try because I'm a pig. And yeah. It's like it's fucking disgusting, but would try. Uh,
Yeah.
all right.
So have you got the results, Tom, or not?
The result, I can't find
Oh,
like what we
gutting.
said. I can't do it on the desktop. Like
Oh
absolutely
dear.
pointless piece. What's the point of Instagram desktop or whatever it is? Now I can't even
Yeah, there's no point in it really.
now I can't even make my thing dual screening. Having a nightmare, mate. I need to see your face.
Absolute
Uh,
nightmare.
I need to share this side. Um, but we're okay.
Well, do you remember any of the results, or have you not looked at it? I
Oh,
don't
I'm
remember
not going to
either.
look at the results, mate. I've got the this article that we're going to be looking at in terms of. So this is where I got them. So we're going to talk about. I guess everybody on this is salt of the earth, good people, man of the people, all that kind of thing, who've
Mm.
had a meal deal. Which some of the people who I know definitely haven't. It's quite funny. My friend Sarah, who you know, Daniel,
Hmm.
and I can't. She said something, and I was like, "How do I know that you've never had a meal deal?" She was like, "Yep, I haven't." And I was like,
Yes,
"That is."
yes.
I was like, "Yep, you're a woman of the people. Absolutely fine."
How can you've never had a meal
Right?
deal?
How have you never had a? I mean, to be
You've not
fair,
even been stranded at a train station or
she is
something.
she is celiac, so kind of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, no, yeah, yeah.
Give her
Okay.
let her off for that. But yeah,
Makes more sense.
I was like, still. But yeah, this was so I found this article saying Sarnie Wars. Um, I'm a pro chef and tested every Tesco meal deal sandwich to find my favorite. The two winners divided opinion. So she bought all 31 meal deal sandwiches and
It's a bit
rated them.
excessive. Yeah.
It's a bit excessive, but I want to do it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, yeah, of
yeah,
course.
I'd be
That doesn't
like,
mean
yeah.
I don't want to do it, Tom. I just said it's a bit excessive.
Just a picture of her like with all these fucking sandwiches like across. I was like, well, I know what they all look like. I'm like, you don't need to line them up for me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I
that's
know what
fine.
cheese onion sandwich looks like, love. Yeah.
But oh, should I share? I want to get to the ratings. What do we want to do? Do we want to see if you get the ratings correct, or kind of, or do we want to? Because it's 31. That's a lot, right? Or do we
Well,
want
it is, but I feel like we owe it to the audience to go through them all, Tom.
to?
So let's rank them. Let's do a bit of a ranking for them,
Jesus
mate.
Christ! What? But they're already in a ranking order.
All right, yeah, well that's okay. No, but okay, well you got okay. What about pick the top five and pick the bottom five,
I'm just
and I'll
gonna.
guess the rating.
I'm confused. Oh, right. Okay. What?
As in, no, like randomize them. Obviously, randomize them. Don't just read the top five. All I know is for five.
I was
Take the
like,
five at the top and the five at the bottom and randomize them, and I'll try and rate them, and we'll see how close I get.
so I'm just gonna pick random five, random 10.
Whatever. Yeah.
I'm so confused about what you're on about, mate. Like, I'm gonna
Don't worry
just
about it.
pick a random 10 and see if
Go
you
on
can
then.
get the rate. I'm gonna pick like what I think are normal, like kind of
Average.
sandwiches, right? And we'll
Yeah.
just go. What you can see whether she gave them the rating, right? Because she's a food critic or blogger. I don't know. Okay, so number one, we'll go the ones that I picked out as well. Which one was chicken and stuffing?
Oof. Is there mayonnaise in it? Because some of
Um,
them wouldn't put mayonnaise in it, but there needs to be mayonnaise. There
I
needs
don't
to be
know. It
mayonnaise in
does need
that.
to be because I used to have the one from Morrison's, and it's like this packed out wedge stuff and like pretty good. I don't know if it was turkey and stuff
I'm
again.
going to assume there's mayonnaise in there, and I'm going to give it 7.5.
You went for 7.5. Do you want
Good
do you want
choice.
do you
Solid.
want what she rated it?
Yeah,
2.5.
she's incorrect.
She's fucking
Wrong.
insane.
Yeah,
Right?
she's
What
wrong.
is that?
She's
Oh,
wrong.
mental.
And
Absolutely.
I'd give it an extra zero point 0.5 score if you could have a pot of gravy with it as well, by
Pot
the
of
way.
gravy beef.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
absolutely.
perfect.
Yeah, boom, boom.
Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely fine. All right, we'll pick another one. Prawn mayo.
Right, now this will divide opinion because prawns are one of those things that I think people are a little bit, and ahhing about. For me, I like it. I like a prawn mayo. I'm gonna go 7.2.
Ooh.
Like it's good, but it's not worthy of 8. Like, there's not enough about it for an 8, but 7.2, I'll
So
give it
this
that.
when I posted this one, this got a bit of heat. Like at least three or four people were like, "Who the fuck eats prawn mayo? Who's making that decision?" Right? Like,
Quite a lot of people with good taste, I reckon.
but it's a weird one. Like I would pick it. I would quite happily if I'm like, oh, I don't need a heavy sandwich. I want something that's
Yeah,
light. It's like lower calorie. Like I'm still
yeah.
gonna grab that one because you don't. Not every single time you want like a giant like
No,
all
no,
day
no.
breakfast, right? You're not gonna do that every single time. I understand
I just don't get the whole
premium
that I don't get the
premium meat.
problem with it. I don't get the problem with it because prawn cocktails are a really standard starter that you'd have in the UK, and it's just that in a
Yeah.
bit of bread. It's great in a bit of bread.
Right. But prawn cocktail is different to prawn mayo. That's the issue. That's my issue. If it was prawn
Yeah.
Mary Rose, I'm all about it. The prawn mayo is like, it's not as flavorful. I'm looking for that. Just give me my Mary Rose sauce, the slice of ketchup that's in there. All right,
Mm.
prawn mayo. She's gone 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So
7.2, 8,
yeah,
close.
decent, fairly decent. All right, here's another staple: tuna and cucumber.
Oh, I see. Now I think this could again divide opinion, but I'm down with a good tuna sandwich. I think it's a good staple. I think again, it for me the ratio of mayo to tuna needs to be right, and in my opinion, too many of them don't have enough mayo. I'm more of a needs a bit more mayo to it. So if I'm making it as I would make it with more mayo, I would again. Maybe I'm being a bit too close around the sevens here, but I think a 7.4, 7.3. It goes above the prawn for me because it's a little bit more, I guess appealing on a more regular basis. But I'm actually going to rate it differently because I'm going to rate it as I would think a tuna cucumber sandwich will be made by Tesco, and I think that goes down to 6.3
Wow. Okay.
because I don't think they put enough mayo in it, and I think it wouldn't be as good as I'd make it. They wouldn't have enough salt and pepper on it, and I'm going off what I remember that. So again, 6.3 would be.
Okay. She has gone with a 4.5.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I
Get
can
it?
understand that. I get it. I get
Um,
it. Because for the reasons as I just alluded to. But however, if I make a tuna cucumber sandwich, I think I can convince her to make that 7.5.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
fair, fair. All right, we're three in. All right, we're gonna go with mainstays that people are always gonna
Yeah,
pick. All
yeah,
right,
yeah.
we'll
Okay.
keep going with those. So let's go for the simple egg and cress.
Same as the tuna. The mayo ratio is very important. Very important. Um, if I'm making it as I would make it at home, an egg and cress sandwich gets a 7.9. But Tesco meal deal, it's gonna be a 5.8. I guarantee it because the eggs aren't gonna be good enough. They're not be nice enough. Not enough mayo, and the cress is not going to be great. Yeah, 5.8.
How often are you making egg and cress sandwiches, mate?
Well, I make egg sandwiches quite regularly.
Do
Like, I don't know
you?
if you noticed, but I make egg
Well, I
quite a
guess like,
lot.
I don't even like. Obviously, it does count, right? Scrambled egg. We put it on like some bread. It's basically a sandwich, an open sandwich, really, isn't it?
Well,
But
yeah, like I think egg mayo is vastly underrated. Like, if you get really good quality eggs, right, with the nice, really golden yolks, plenty of salt and pepper with some really good quality mayo, it's a fantastic sandwich. In fact, it's a sandwich that I actually would eat more open than closed with a piece of bread on top. I'd actually eat it more as a piece of
mm,
bread like that
I'm a
with
big
baguette. Oh,
open.
baguette! Oh my God, egg mayo baguette! Oh, perfect.
That's a whole different list,
But
surely, the baguettes.
but Tesco aren't doing it well, so 5.8 because Tesco, I know they're fucking it up.
So, mate, you've on the money for that one. Six.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
you have to go with what Tesco are going to do to it, and they're going to fuck it up.
Number five. Let's get one of these in. The Chicken Club.
Right, this is going to be really controversial now. This is going to be controversial, but I wouldn't give you a chicken club sandwich. I
You
wouldn't
wouldn't
give you
give me
anything
a
for it.
Chicken Club sandwich,
I
or
won't give you anything for it, Tom. I'm going to say chicken club sandwich from Tesco is going to have that horrible, crappy bacon in it. Is it? Oh, hang on. Has chicken club got bacon in it? That one got bacon in it.
I don't know.
Because traditionally, chicken club sandwich is chicken and bacon with lettuce and tomato and all the veg.
Because club stands for something, right? Chicken, lettuce,
Lettuce underneath bacon.
underneath bacon. Yeah,
Yeah.
under bacon. So we're then assume it does, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what chicken club is. Um, and I'm gonna say that it's again that shitty bacon, the lettuce and tomato. I don't like tomatoes typically on sandwiches, so I'm going 5.
Mm. See, I'm not a fan of the tomatoes that they put in. I like
No.
a tomato that I bought myself and I'll put it in because it's like fresh, it's good, it's
Mm,
fine. I agree with the bacon. The bacon is fucking gross. It's that
yeah.
like weird bacon that you can buy in that like
Yeah.
pack, right, with the ham. It's like
Oh,
who's putting that?
it's just doesn't it's not anything, is it? It's just like
Blech.
whereas a chicken club sandwich in a really nice restaurant with a really good bit
It's
of
good.
crispy bacon and oh, of course, yeah,
Like a golf
yeah.
course, something like that. Be great. But yeah.
But we're going on Tesco here, and I
So
can't give it
what did you rate it?
5.
Right. Interesting. Um, that is 9 out of 10. This lady put. Insane, no?
No, I think so
Insane.
personally, and so do you. I think by the sounds of it. So
All right, absolutely mental. Yeah. All right, let's pick some rogue ones which I don't think ever get eaten, right? There are 31
okay.
sandwiches here. There are definitely stuff that never gets picked and they're always there like at the end of the day. So this one, ham, no mayo.
Awful. 0 out of 10.
Who chooses that sandwich? Like that's just one of those wafery thin slices of ham in
Awful.
between some bread.
Awful. Oh, just
Like
awful.
when
Like
it's
no
when
one
it's
is
the
picking
same
that.
pricing in the meal deal, it's the same price as all those others, and that's what you've chosen. No.
Awful.
Yeah. What you said zero. That
Zero, zero. I wouldn't. Not a chance.
she gave that a 6 out of 10.
Ugh.
That is the same as egg and cress. Who's getting that? That's insane. All right, people, and the ones that also left at the end of the day, the tuna and sweet corn.
Well, again, like come back to it, and I go the way they make it. No, not good. I think I could make a tuna sweet corn that would get a 10 out of 10 personally. Like I think it's a great sandwich. But I am going to go off what Tesco Meal Deals are going to do. I'm going to give that a 5 point. It's a bit better than the cucumber 9.
Wow. So she has rated this as the worst sandwich they sell of 1.5.
Yeah, but she also thought Chicken Club was a fucking 8.5, whatever it was, so she can't fucking talk.
So this is
All right.
interesting as well, right? Just to put this in perspective as well. So the chicken club's there, right?
Mm.
But the second lowest rating that she's given is chicken, bacon, and lettuce.
Same thing.
Same thing though. Is
Oh
it a
my
different
God.
order?
So now I can't trust anything she says. So there you go.
All right, number 8. We're gonna throw in the BLT.
Again, not a fan. The Tesco version will be awful. It'll be that crappy bacon, awful tomato. I don't really like tomato anyway on the best of times on sandwiches. So, nah, 1.
Yeah, she's gone 5.5. Awful sandwich. I never pick a bagel tea in a meal deal. Poor kind of little put. All right, let's go a little bit more bougie. Let's get the chicken tick away. No mayo.
Chicken tikka
I think it's chicken tikka. Yeah,
with no mayo.
with no mayo.
God, that's dry, innit?
Yeah,
That's
who's doing no
dry.
mayo in these sandwiches? Like, I hope there's
I'm assuming, is it because of the egg in it? Is it because of the egg? Is that the people who use the egg, maybe?
maybe. Do they get butter though?
So
Do
again,
they?
if there's a chicken tikka sandwich with loads of mint yogurt on it, well, yeah, okay.
That'd
Like,
be
yeah, good shout. Like, again, do I think I can make a chicken tikka sandwich with some mint
good.
yogurt and make it amazing? Yeah, I
Mate, I,
do.
I
But
think you need to open Dan's.
I'm
Jesus,
good. I'm fucking good. I'm gonna do a like a Bobby Fairways. I'm gonna
Bobby
open my
Bear.
own sandwich shop. Um, I wouldn't think that would be anything more than a 2.3. Surely not. It's dry. It's got some protein in it at least, but it's dry. It's never making the list.
She's gone 7.5.
What is she doing? Nah, I'm
Insane.
sorry.
Insane.
She's working for Tesco to try and get the worst sellers up to the top because they've got too much stock of that,
Yeah,
I
they've got too
reckon.
much stock at this
They've
rate.
committed to they've committed to making those sandwiches. They've got a contract for those sandwiches, that chicken tikka sandwich for the next year, and they go on to get rid of them.
Right, I'm gonna rattle off basically the whole list, and you're gonna tell me what is ranked number one. Okay, there are two that are ranked top. You've already got one, which was the chicken club. There is one that is ranked exactly the same. Okay, so we have
Mhm.
had the tuna and sweet corn, which we've done, chicken bacon lettuce, which we know, chicken and stuffing, we know. Then we've got the cheese triple, the free range egg mayo, the chicken triple, the chicken bacon and stuffing, chicken and chorizo, bacon and egg, cheddar, sausage, bacon, and egg, triple. Ham, no mayo. Egg and cress. Chicken and smoked bacon mayo. Chicken tikka, no mayo. Smoky bacon sarnie. Smoked ham, mature cheddar. Pulled barbecue beef. The chicken club. The smoked ham and mustard. Prawn mayo. Cheddar and pickle, no mayo. Brie and beechwood smoked bacon. Chicken salad. Smoked ham and mature cheddar. Cheese and onion. Gluten-free mature cheddar. There you go, Sarah. We found one for you. BLT, deli style cheese and pickle. Chicken and sweet corn. Hey pesto chicken. Tuna and cucumber. Bacon and egg. A lot of fucking. I think that was 31. I did it in
Um,
a funny order because otherwise you're going to work out the process or how I was
I,
reading.
I I think the chicken and chorizo probably would be up there. I think for her because she's clueless and she's clueless in the 1980s. Um, there's another one in there. Go back through the middle one again after chicken chorizo. You say a couple more after that. You said.
I don't know the order that I did.
Oh, okay.
I
There
went.
was
I went down.
one.
Okay.
I mean, I also think the cheese and pickle is a really good
So
sandwich. By
we,
the way,
I
I
think
think that
we
that's
had, yeah,
that's
we
useful.
down in that kind of section, we had like chicken salad, brie and beechwood smoked bacon, cheddar and pickle, no
No mayo.
mayo, pulled barbecue beef,
That one,
smoked
pulled barbecue beef.
ham.
It'll be one of those. It'll be that, or it will be the chicken chorizo. I reckon. It'll be top.
So chicken chorizo, she rated 4 out of 10.
Okay.
Pulled barbecue beef, 9 out of 10. Yeah, that was the
Yes.
number one. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Who's fucking doing pulled pork or pulled beef? That is 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's not in a sandwich. Get that out
Not
of
in
the
a thing.
sandwich.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
awful take. It's
Yeah.
in like a sloppy Joe, anything like that. That's okay, but it's had its day. 5 to 10
Yeah.
years ago, that was popular. All right,
Mm.
wonderful. Right into us. I feel like obviously in the world of interactions, everybody had an opinion on that thing.
Yeah. I think but I think there's a few honorable mentions there for some really classic sandwiches. A good cheese and pickle on a bit of crusty baguette again, like really thick cheese, nice pickle. Like I'm down for that. I think you can. There's
uh,
a time and a place for that sandwich, man. I'm telling you now. There's a time and a place for that. No, it's not every
like
day, right? Time and a place for it. There
if you're
is
going
time.
baguette, like I would quite happily buy some nice ham, some cheddar, and a baguette, and just like that's cool because that's the general thing to do. If you've seen in Spain, like when you see Real Madrid, there's those guys that like fucking get their baguettes out and they just put ham,
Yeah.
cheese,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just
No, I
make
get
it.
it.
And that's all they eat. That's absolutely
You
amazing.
don't look. You don't have to convince me. I'm down for it.
But some of them in there that if people are buying like the cheese triple, who's buying that? That's insane. Like
Yeah.
there's some
Stupid.
Like, what are you doing? Just a redundancy of certain things. Yeah, gluten-free mature cheddar and tomato. That's poor. Poor,
There's also too many chicken options there. It's like just get a
right?
couple of chicken options, right? We
Yeah.
don't need all those things with chicken in them, do we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's not enough. Like, there's some like bacon and ham, but the bacon's bad. There's probably not enough beef. Like a beef and horseradish. Where's that on
Ooh,
there? Why have they
yeah.
not made that? Like,
Oh, yeah.
those are in the premium sections, and I realise that. But like, spend the extra
Now you've
quid.
said that. Now you've said that. Yeah. Oh.
It's mainly because I had a roast dinner at a pub pre Southend winning the FA Trophy on Sunday, which I was at.
Mm.
And everything was in like I'm so for this where the whole roast dinner is in a massive Yorkshire pudding, and
Oh,
like
yes.
and
Great
you can
shout.
do that, and then it was like beef and horseradish and everything was in there. Oh, it's absolutely that is the way to do your Yorkshire pudding because it does
Yeah.
take up quite a bit of real estate when it's those small ones on the plate, and it's like, oh, it's good, but it's like, oh, the massive one, so I can have a little bit with everything, and it like
Yeah.
soaks up the gravy so well. Oh, delicious. Yeah,
Mate,
shout out to
100% agree with
the
that.
Landmark Hotel who do a banging like in their little pub. Oh, so good. For like 20 quid, actually banging. Wonderful.
Yeah, and I'm hungry, so great.
All right, I'm gonna go have dinner.
Yeah.
Listening, guys. Go pick your sandwiches and let us know what you do. All right. See you
Yeah.
later.